I'm the most squeamish person in the world, so there was no way I could become a doctor, but I've always wanted to use my maths to help people. I'm Sarah, and I'm a researcher and an orthotist. I've also trained as a prosthetist as well. Prosthetists create and fit artificial replacements for patients who are missing a limb. Orthotists straighten and support different parts of the body using medical devices, things such as ankle braces, wrist supports, spinal braces, and even helmets. Just like an orthodontist would straighten your teeth, ortho means to straighten, and so we straighten any other parts of the body. One day a week I work in the hospital, and the rest of the time I do research. When I'm working in the hospital, a patient will come in and present with a problem that we need to work out how to fix. I'll ask them about their problem and see how we can improve it. I'll ask them what activities they get up to and the things that they do in everyday life so that we can make sure that we design something that works for them. Once the device is ready, I'll fit it to the patient, and then I'll get them in to review and monitor them to make sure that it's actually working for what we want it to do. I love working with individual patients, but I also wanted to do research so I could help a wider number of people too. When I was 13, I started working as a swimming assistant, and once I was old enough during my A-levels, I trained to become a full swimming teacher. The school I worked at specialised in supporting disabled children learning to swim. A lot of these children used a wide range of different medical devices, like the ones that I work with today. It was then that I realised that a lot of the problem-solving skills and the skills that I've learned in maths and physics could be used to develop and improve these devices. I chose art, textiles and PE at GCSE as my options. They really helped me to deal with my stress and anxiety during my studies. Actually, a lot of what I learned in art and textiles helps me with the problem solving, planning and design elements of my job now. For A-levels, I took maths, further maths, chemistry and physics. No one in my family has a background in STEM at all, and I was the first generation to go to university. After A-levels, I studied physics at university. For a career, I thought you just had to do something you were good at. So I thought I'd end up working in a bank or an insurance firm, seeing as I'm good at maths and science. But during my degree, it was the 2012 London Olympics and Paralympics, which I actually had a chance to go visit. It was really inspiring, and I got to see a whole range of medical devices being used. And I thought, I could do that, I could make those. When I went to the interview for my P&O degree, it was based on personality and not just academic background. They want to see if you can interact with the patients. Patients can feel quite vulnerable, so you need to have good empathy and also good communication skills so that you can explain the devices and treatments to the patients. I didn't have A-level biology, and I hadn't done it since GCSE. I thought I needed to do the job, but they said, no, you don't need it. We can teach you that. It's the math skills you need. Things like problem solving, being methodical, logical, and analysing. Maths underpins all the devices that we give and every prescription. I definitely didn't find maths easy all the time. Although it looks like it comes naturally to me, I have to work really hard at it. Some people just seem to get it, but I need lots of practice. I use so much of the maths that I learnt at school in my job, particularly the mechanics that I learnt at A-level. Mechanics is at the core of everything I do, from angles, forces, people's senses of gravity and planes of view in my everyday work. I also use statistics, which I never thought I would, analysing people's movements and strengths, comparing one side of the body to the other. One particular example is scoliosis bracing, which is a curvature of the spine. In scoliosis bracing, you work out the Cobb angle, which is the angle of curvature of the spine seen in the frontal plane. For this, you need to look at an X-ray and work out where the curve starts and where the curve ends in the spine. You can do this using simple geometry and angle properties to help determine what the Cobb angle is. Next, you would either hand plasticast or 3D scan the spine. You need to place opposing forces either side of the spine where the curve is to stop it progressing any further. These have got to be at the right amount, and you've got to also wear the brace for 23 hours a day. So you need to make sure that it's comfortable for the patient. Any problems with the maths here can have a detrimental effect on the patient's life. I've managed to pursue what I really enjoyed in school: sports, arts, creating design, and maths, and putting them all together to help people, and I really enjoy my job. What I do is kind of maths in action, and it makes a difference to people's lives.